This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
(8:45). This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by J. Yogaraj, read by Sound Ithavam. Sialkot lynching, 8 more key suspects arrested by the Punjab police. The CAA instructs Litro to recall all unused LPG cylinders currently with dealers and households. The police headquarters stated 4 suspects have been arrested in connection with a murder with sharp weapons in Colombo, Kesalvatha. Daily COVID cases count at 748 today, 28 new deaths confirmed in Sri Lanka. The police to tow away vehicles parked on the pavements in Colombo. In news overseas, India's top military officer CDS General Bipin Rawat dies in helicopter crash in Tamil Nadu. In sports, Rohit takes over from Kohli as ODI captain, replaces Rahane as Test vice captain. 8 more people have been rounded up by the Punjab police on suspicion of their involvement in the Sialkot lynching incident of a Sri Lankan national, Pakistani media reported on Wednesday. A spokesperson of the Punjab police said that 8 more key suspects have been apprehended with the help of CCTV footage and mobile phone calls and videos, according to ARY News. A total of 34 suspects have been arrested who played a central role in the brutal murder of Sialkot factory manager Priyantha Kumara. Punjab Chief Minister Usman Buzdar has said he is personally monitoring the progress in inquiry of the Sialkot tragedy. The culprits will be punished according to the law, he said. The Punjab police said that the accused will be produced before the anti-terrorism court today. The accused included Zakir Salman, who had desecrated the mortal remains of the lynching victim. Those who made the video of the incident, instigate the mob or involved in the violence have been among the arrested accused, the police said. The spokesperson said Chief Minister Usman Buzdar and the Inspector General of Police are monitoring the investigation into the incident. The business community in Pakistan has collected more than $100,000 to be given to the family members of Priyantha Kumara. Further, the Pakistan government has decided to pay salaries to the family until the end of statutory termination of work. The funeral of the late Priyantha Kumara was held today in Negombo. Meanwhile, the Bar Association of Sri Lanka, BASL, has written to the Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, calling upon the government of Pakistan and its law enforcement agencies to ensure the conduct of an impartial and thorough investigation into the murder of Priyantha Kumara Diyavadana. The BASL urges the Pakistan Prime Minister to enforce the law in its fullest complement against all those who may be responsible for this heinous crime and to protect the rights of the aggrieved party. The BASL, the apex body representing over 21,000 attorneys at law in Sri Lanka, stated that it will closely monitor the progress of the investigation to its conclusion. The BASL further said it has reached out and sought the assistance of the Pakistan Bar in this respect. Meanwhile, the BASL has appreciated the Prime Minister of Pakistan for immediately and strongly denouncing the murder of Sri Lankan national in broad daylight in Sialkot, Pakistan. The Consumer Affairs Authority, CAA, has directed the Litro Gas Company to recall all unused LP gas cylinders which are distributed before December 4th, currently with dealers and in households. Accordingly, unused LP domestic gas cylinders with blue-coloured tamper-proof seals will be recalled and replaced with new cylinders with red tamper-proof seals. The Director General of Health Services has confirmed 28 more coronavirus-related deaths for December 7th. The new development has pushed the death toll in the country due to the virus pandemic to 14,533. The daily count of COVID-19 cases confirmed in Sri Lanka moved to 748 today, the epidemiology unit said. This brings the total number of confirmed cases of coronavirus reported in the country to 569,171. As many as 543,111 recoveries and 14,505 deaths have been confirmed in Sri Lanka since the COVID-19 outbreak. More than 11,500 active cases are currently under medical care, official figures showed. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
A range of unmatched benefits with People's Credit Cards from People's Bank.
The governor of the central bank, Ajit Nivad Cabral, says it is important to have banking services for the benefit of the migrant workers, for them to transfer foreign funds and to do various transactions without any hindrance. The banking services should be implemented with the support of latest technology to solve many practical issues related to migrant workers. The Colombo Traffic Police has initiated a new operation to remove all vehicles parked in no parking areas inside the city limits. This has caused unnecessary traffic jams or congestion. The main objective of this exercise is to ease the traffic congestion during peak hours. The new operation kicked off today, December 8th. Speaking to the media, the Traffic Police Division noted that parking vehicles on the pavements is an offence under the provisions of the National Thoroughfares Act. The police said they would strictly enforce the law regarding the vehicles parked on the sidewalks for the sake of the convenience of pedestrians who commute daily in the city of Colombo. The police will reprimand the motorists who park their vehicles on the pavement. However, if the owners are absent, such vehicles will be towed away to the nearby police station. The World Health Organization said today that people 60 and older who are not vaccinated or have not previously had COVID-19 should postpone travelling to areas with community transmission, citing the spread of the Omicron variant. The WHO has issued a press release criticizing widespread travel bans and arguing that essential travel should continue so long as travellers remain vigilant. It has recommended that each nation assess its own risk and implement measures like screening passengers for COVID-19 and enforcing a quarantine for international travellers if the need arises. That concludes local news.
A range of unmatched benefits with People's Credit Cards from People's Bank. Discounts up to 60% and interest-free installment plans from selected merchants.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
The police headquarters stated 4 suspects have been arrested in connection with a murder with sharp weapons in Colombo, Kesalvatha. These suspects were arrested during a raid carried out by the Colombo CID division yesterday. The suspects are in the age group of 22 to 31. Some sharp weapons were also seized during this raid. Also, the police seized a stock of drugs which were in the possession of the suspects at the time of apprehension. That came to you in the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
What's Life is brought to you by
Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
The health authorities request the public to get vaccinated at the first possible opportunity. They say that the main way of controlling the spread of the virus is vaccination. The vaccination process is to be carried out island-wide at present. According to the Epidemiology Unit report, so far, a total of 15,943,166 people have received a first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine and 13,766,200 have received the second dose. In addition, 946,051 have received the third booster dose, and that came to you in Watchlight.
Select technical and vocational courses with proper guidance. Visit regional career guidance centers or visit nearest district divisional secretariat offices and meet career guidance practitioners or skills development officers. Be aware on unregistered institute which promote widely. Don't waste your valuable time and money. Visit www.tvec.gov.lk for more information. Message from Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
Coming up, World News.
Making headlines tonight, Bipin Rawat, India's top general, dies in helicopter crash. Germany's Olaf Scholz takes over from Merkel as Chancellor. And Sanna Marin, Finland's Prime Minister, sorry for clubbing after COVID contact. India's top military commander has been killed in a helicopter crash in the southern state of Tamil Nadu, the country's Air Force says. Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat, his wife and 11 others died after the Mi-17 V5 helicopter came down in the hills near Kunur city this morning. One survivor is being treated for his injuries in hospital. General Rawat, 63, was appointed India's first ever Chief of Defence Staff in January 2019. Olaf Scholz has been sworn in as Germany's new Chancellor, bringing to an end Angela Merkel's historic 16 years as leader. He was voted in by the German parliament, where his three-party coalition has a substantial majority and given a standing ovation. His centre-left Social Democrats will govern alongside the Greens and the business-friendly Free Democrats. The handover of power marks an end to Mrs. Merkel's 31-year political career. Finland's Prime Minister Sanna Marin has apologised for going clubbing after coming into close contact with the COVID-19 case. Sanna Marin went on a night out in Helsinki on Saturday, hours after her foreign minister had tested positive. She was initially told she did not need to isolate because she had been fully vaccinated, but later missed a text that advised her to do so. Critics questioned her judgment for not isolating until testing negative. Back to the headlines of the world news. Bipin Rawat, India's top general, dies in helicopter crash. Germany's Olaf Scholz takes over from Merkel as Chancellor. And Sanna Marin, Finland's Prime Minister, sorry for clubbing after COVID contact. That concludes this bulletin of world news.
Development News is brought to you by...
Let's take coal out of the coconut tree and make the island thriving and prosperous. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
A new plan has been implemented to promote freshwater fishing in the southern province. A sum of 7.2 million rupees has been allocated for this purpose and came to you in Development News.
Development News was brought to you by...
The coconut tree is well grown in almost all the parts of the island. It is an exceptional source of extra income. The shell, the husk and almost all the parts of the coconut tree makes you money, providing you with an excellent extra source of income. It will also help to nourish the economy of the country. You will be guided with all necessary informations regarding the coconut cultivation, with the novel cultivation techniques and all other related and upgraded informations by the Coconut Research Institute, Lunavilla. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
Moving on with sports news.
Rohit Sharma has replaced Virat Kohli as India's ODI captain, making him the leader of both India's white ball sides ahead of South Africa tour, one where he will take over from Ajinkya Rahane as the Test vice-captain. Rohit had earlier in November taken over as full-time T20I captain from Kohli, who had stepped down at the end of India's T20 World Cup campaign. That's sports news. Business news up next.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency through NSB U Trust for 6 months consecutively. Send more money and increase the chances of winning.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
HNB Assurance PLC, HNBA, and its fully owned subsidiary HNB General Insurance Limited, HNBGI, posted a profit after tax PAT of 465 million rupees, excluding surplus transfers from the Life Fund, which will be determined at the end of the year following the valuation of the Life Fund for the 9 months ended September 2021. The group recorded a gross written premium GWP of 9 billion rupees for the period. That's business news. Economic news up next.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners.
Moving on to economic news. Accounting for 65% of all national exports and 85% of all national industrial exports, the Board of Investment BOI announced that total export earnings recorded as at date for the year from enterprises under its purview have surpassed export revenues with the corresponding year-to-date value achieved in 2019. The year 2019 is regarded as the last recorded year of pre-COVID growth and is considered a base year to measure absolute performance and growth by for subsequent years. Of the 23 export sectors listed under the Board of Investment, 15 of them have grown versus 2019, and most notably 7 industries such as rubber, textiles and fabrics, electronics, food processing, industrial chemical, petroleum, coal and plastic, transport equipment and waste have all recorded double-digit growth against the same period. That's economic news.
This is the weather report.
The Met Department says showers or thundershowers will occur over most parts of the island tomorrow morning. Showers or thundershowers will occur at several places in the western, Sabaragamuwa and central provinces and in the Galle, Matara districts during the evening or night. Fairly heavy rainfall above 75 millimeters can be expected at some places in these areas. The general public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. This weather report was published this evening at 7:30 p.m. Further details could be obtained by visiting the official website of the department. Meanwhile, the International Weather Forecast website AccuWeather.com reports that the day's weather was observed to be bright with occasional showers. Today's daytime temperature was around 28 degrees Celsius. There will be light showers in many places in the Colombo district in the night. Tonight's temperature will be around 24 degrees Celsius and there will be scattered showers in selected spots late in the night. The ground temperature would be 25 degrees Celsius at the time of this news broadcast. The air quality index AQI is 24, which shows fair conditions in Colombo. The air quality is generally acceptable for most individuals. However, sensitive groups may experience minor to moderate symptoms from long-term exposure. To conclude this bulletin of news, a recap of the headlines. Sialkot lynching, 8 more key suspects arrested by the Punjab police. The CAA instructs Litro to recall all unused LPG cylinders currently with dealers and households. The police headquarters stated 4 suspects have been arrested in connection with a murder with sharp weapons in Colombo, Kesalvatha. Daily COVID cases count at 748 today, 28 new deaths confirmed in Sri Lanka. The police to tow away vehicles parked on the pavements in Colombo. India's top military officer, CDS General Bipin Rawat, dies in helicopter crash in Tamil Nadu. In sports, Rohit takes over from Kohli as ODI captain, replaces Rihanna as Test vice captain. That concludes tonight's news broadcast.